just walked you back there, dude.
Just left me in the car.
He was hella excited to pump the gas.
Hell yeah, he was.
Those are tight. Tight?
Yup.
Alright. Everything looks pretty good, huh? Not bad. Hell yeah. They're getting a little bit hot, but not super hot.
Yeah.
Seems alright. Where'd he go?
I don't know. You get back in the truck?
Oh, he went in.
Oh, yeah.
Right now we're going to Alabama for Klutch Kickers. Paul's going to be driving there in his chaser. It's like his first time competing in probably like 10 or 12 years or something crazy like that. Yeah, first stop, first fill up, first time driving this giant trailer. I hope he gets us some drinks and stuff.
Hopefully.
Yeah, we're just outside of Oklahoma City right now. Here we drive out a little bit before we stop at a gas station, so it's not all crazy. It's like 4 o'clock in the afternoon right now or something like that. Yeah, someone's thirsty. $69.
Hell yeah. It's a lucky number right there.
Have a tire gauge. Hey, get a tire gauge.
We don't have one in the trailer?
Dude, that thing's kind of cooked. Should add some fucking grease to that. We only have a man's tire gauge that goes to 30 psi. We need one that goes to 90.
You know, so Paul has to buy a new one for his 45 psi Zek Novas.
Yeah, exactly. Should probably grease that bearing a little bit. It's kind of hot.
Probably. What's up?
I bet you anything falls in there hitting the slots. Yeah, they definitely have slots in there.
Probably.
He's for sure hitting the slots.
Alright, we're in Deep South Racist, Arkansas, and the wheel just fell off the truck. It's hella dark, and Nick and Paul are over there talking to the cops, and the wheel came off, went to the other side of the highway, and hit a truck. So, and we don't have a spare, so who knows how long we'll be here.
Okay, so we're on the side of the road here, and where are we at?
Somewhere in Arkansas.
All right, so we just got this right here, Arkansas State Police Division. Probably shouldn't show that report number, but so our trailer wheel decided to break off on our new to us trailer, which is kind of funny because I was servicing the bearings on it before we left, which good thing we did that because the grease was burnt. And I was looking at the lug nuts, and all the lug nuts were like a different lug nut for every lug nut, which is, you know, weird. But I don't know, we just sent it anyways, and I guess this is what happens when you have all different lug nuts. Your wheel just falls off in Arkansas in the middle of the night. And to top it all off, we don't have a single spare. So the trooper is actually going to look for our wheel right now. Our wheel flew off, went across the highway and smoked some dude's truck, probably totaled it out. So yeah, here we are. And I think what we're gonna do to fix this, since all the tractor supplies are closed, is we're gonna take off another one of our hubs and hammer out maybe, you know, 3 studs out of that one, and throw them into this hub so we could just get the wheel on, and then we'll limp it back to, I don't know, a hotel nearby or something until tomorrow. And actually, we gotta make it to Klutch Kickers by 9:30 a.m. so I don't even know what we're gonna do about that. Maybe we'll just limp it to Klutch Kickers with like 3 lugs. I don't even know. We'll figure it out. Yeah. Look at these are loose already.
Paul, you ready to drive tomorrow on 3 hours of sleep in the past 2 days?
Yep. Fortunately, yeah.
I was like, why are the cops just driving back and forth all crazy like that? And I was like, oh, okay. I think I scared her when she walked up on me.
Because you were in the dark? Probably.
And then she finally saw me when she shined her flashlight. Was like, oh my god, I've never seen such a lot of dog before. She's like, I'm trying to suck this motherfucker off.
You're dumb as fuck.
She's like, holy shit, I bet his dick's huge. Just kidding.
You're stupid as fuck.
That's what our bug studs turned into. What the hell?
It's gonna be hard to bolt the wheel on.
You know, I know exactly why this happened. This is what happens when you tighten your lug nuts too much. 100%.
Your dad did 3 ugga-duggas instead of 2?
You don't know the power of the Milwaukee, dude. You really don't. What the hell is that? Take a picture of this and send it to Dad. These 2 were gone from... These 2 literally were already broken when we left. They were twisted, bro. Look at that. These 3 were already let go before we even left. And then these 3 were just holding on for dear life. Yeah, you can totally see how they just twisted because they were over torqued. And then these ones were the only ones just holding on for dear life. And then they just finally went.
Hopefully she finds our wheel.
I hope she does too, bro. Because that's an expensive setup right there. Wheels aren't cheap. And then you gotta find a tire that matches and shit.
That's gonna be impossible. Pretty hard at least.
So it looks like, did you see the truck?
No, we couldn't see it.
Oh, you didn't?
An ambulance came.
It was that bad? Dude.
Could have been.
Maybe that's why that person was going all slow like that. Maybe they saw our wheel like wobbling or something. You know what I mean? Because it literally happened right after that, dude. Like they passed us, slammed on their brakes like that, all weird. Got over in front of us, and then they got off the exit. And then I started to speed back up. They were doing like 55 miles per hour. So I started to speed back up, got to like 65, 68. And then it felt like someone hit us, dude. And I was like, what the heck? You know, like someone bumps you and it feels like your car just wobbles.
It could be worse. You could have this problem and have LS cars in the trailer.
That's true. At least we still have our 2 JZs.
Yep.
Or you could have had this problem in fucking on the way to Atlanta.
For real.
You would have been so mad.
Yeah, it's because the jack couldn't go forwards from the grass. And obviously the trailer's not gonna go sideways, so it just slowly came off of it.
Yeah. Dude, I really hope that guy's okay.
Yeah, that'd suck if he got hurt.
I just feel bad, period. What's up with the Kool-Aid jammers? What I want to know. Who had that? Those are gas, bro.
They are gas.
The grape flavor too?
Still some in it if you want it.
Oh, hell no. Get that shit out of here.
Alright, Nick, who we find to help us?
This very interesting character that, yeah, he pulled up in an Eagle Talon.
Yep.
He brought us a few lug studs. We got the wheel. They went and found the wheel on the median. All the holes are jacked up. But we actually had a belt grinder and we grinded down the wheel where all the messed up metal was. These two holes right here are actually still usable. So if we put a lug nut on there, it'll still hold on to those. And we're gonna use washers on these. And we're just gonna try to limp it to somewhere down the road. It's like a 24-hour like truck service place. See if they have a wheel. Hopefully they have a wheel. Because yeah, we gotta be there. Well, the driver's meeting is 9:30 a.m. and I'm pretty sure it's mandatory. So yeah, hopefully this works out. Luckily we found this guy. It's midnight and he just got here. So yeah, we're pounding studs into our hub and hopefully we'll be on the way soon. Yeah, thanks for coming out, man.
Hey, I mean, y'all did have to work. I'm gonna chop your. I don't need to charge $400 on it, so I'll chop that in half for you. Since you did that.
Yeah, we'll put it back together.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you got it apart and shit. Yeah. You might get that shit together.
We were actually gonna steal some of this stuff.
Yeah, bro, smart. You can do it, man. Dude, I swear to God, a guy brought me a trailer and it had one fucking lug nut on it. I was like, no way, bro. How is this possible? You know, grab some washers and I'm gonna look for my socket for my impact. Is that a 1/2 inch socket set?
Yeah, we already have the socket.
This isn't big enough though. I'll grab mine so it's a little bigger.
Okay.
I'll leave my Milwaukee behind.
Getting that tweaker discount.
He said $200, bro.
That's a fucking crackhead price.
I mean, fuck.
At least you got us going.
Morello.
Do something, but you're supposed to be like at 110 on these studs. Are they gonna hold? See, what happens is, man, you'll think they're tight and put the wheel on there and it'll go pink and it'll knock it back out. And now you gotta pull shit apart again. It's gonna bend probably. It's gonna go like that. Curl it like a slide motion. Just like that. I've done it a couple times. I do bearings in like 15 minutes now. Yeah, bro. See that? What y'all headed to do?
We're going to Alabama. We're going racing.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. I should have known y'all can use some motors or something. Yeah, my buddy races down in Fort Worth. He races dirt tracks and shit.
Oh, hell
Little Cavalier. $500. I was like, what? I didn't think it was real, bro. I was like pulling it apart and look at it. I was like, why are you doing this, bro?
Yeah, that's key.
It was like God did it, bro. I got ripped off on an engine right before that, so. Y'all have a good night. Call me if you need any tips or tricks or you're a trailer guy, man.
Hey, remember, Chris, you want to shout out your company or anything?
Sure, yeah. I mean, the trailer guys. It's just me though. I'm the royal we. I think I'm the only one in the state that does this. I do, you know, service calls for the smaller trailers, goosenecks and smaller, you know.
So what area do you service?
I do the whole state. I've actually drove to Oklahoma.
Oh shit, okay.
Yeah, on Sunday. I've drove to Mississippi, to Memphis.
Okay.
Dude, so like, I do a rare thing, I guess.
Yeah.
Because people, they don't do the bearings and their spindle hits the ground and I'm like, Michelangelo on that shit, you know? And get them where they're going, you know? So it's just something I saw. I used to be a corporate trainer for a trailer plus, and I went all over the country opening dealerships, and I get calls all over the country. People broke down, they're like, oh, help us.
All right, man. Thank you.
Yeah, have a great night.
You too.
Yeah, you're good.
Reminds me of those memes when it's like they're under their car and it's like, and they look over and it's like a fucking beer can holding their trailer up or some shit. Alright, so dude, that's grinded down from before and it's rusty. So I feel like this has happened like to them once already. So what I think happened was the U-bolt let go or the bracket let go, one of the two, and when it let go, the trailer dropped and the wheel, you know, kind of just moved around wherever it wanted to, and it was so much pressure that it sheared the lug studs and the wheel flew off. But the axle is not attached, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to ratchet strap around the axle and the leaf spring and see what happens. Oh yeah, no, we put a wheel chock in between the frame and the axle to get us to this gas station that's 13 miles away from where we broke down at, and we drove here like that, going 45 miles per hour the whole way.
It's like 4:30. Barely holding on.
So, yeah, we literally ratchet strapped our freaking leaf spring back to the axle. And we made it all the way to Memphis from Little Rock, Arkansas so far. Doing 55 miles per hour the whole way, just in case, you know, that didn't work. But we've gone over a bunch of like really bad bumps and all kinds of stuff, and it still seems to be holding up. So, but the axle, you can tell it's like not in the right spot, and it kind of moves around a little bit, like when you take turns, because the trailer's like a little sketchy the way it drives. But I think we're gonna make it. And we're still gonna make it in time for Klutch Kickers. And I knew I was gonna drive all night to get there, but I didn't know I was gonna have to actually like drive all night like this. Like I thought we were gonna like drive all night, get there early in the morning, and be able to like sleep for a couple hours, you know, 3-4 hours, and then go to the track and do what we need to do. But it looks like we're just gonna show up at the track and just, that's gonna be it. No sleep. Real quick. So we finally made it to Klutch Kickers. We drove, the way we made it here, since our leaf spring wasn't attached to our axle, we got a wheel chock and just wedged it in between the frame rail and the axle of the trailer, and we drove across, what was it, half of Tennessee,
Half of Arkansas.
or half of Arkansas, a little bit of Tennessee, Alabama.
Yeah, half of Arkansas, Memphis, and then all of Mississippi, and then half of Alabama.
Yeah, and the axle wasn't even connected. It was just literally a a wheel chock from Harbor Freight holding the tire from like rubbing onto the trailer itself. And we did like 60 miles per hour here. But we made it. We're about to do tech with Paul's car. And pretty confident he'll pass tech. And then, yeah, I think practice started already. So as soon as he gets teched, gets in his car, gets it all warmed up, then he'll go practice. And I guess we'll just fine tune from there.
I love these cars.
Yeah, they're fun to drive.
Yeah.
Very fun.
Yep. Excited to see it.
Nice.
Mom, Will.
Paul, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. If I've never met you before.
Yeah.
It's hard to remember sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen you drive like way back. I never met you.
Yeah. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Unless I were to grab one of somebody's shoes, this one definitely.
Yeah, that one's kind of ghetto, so
Yeah.
this one's a lot better.
Yeah, make that one work, and I'll give you the flying pass.
Hey Nick, press the throttle.
You guys are fine. Thanks, guys.
Kind of. I'm like, I feel like I'm like flicking it too hard, so I'm coming up shallow on one.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
You got the dude wipes?
Yeah.
How you feel about this track, Paul?
It's kind of weird, but it's okay.
How was your experience yesterday?
My what?
How was your experience yesterday?
Shit.
Why?
Kind of sucked, but I could do a lot better. So
What do you think?
just gotta get used to the car.
What do you think you need to improve on?
I need to improve on getting to further out in turn one, and that's about it. Just mostly turn one.
What are you gonna do to fix that?
Drive better,
Alright.
not suck.
Sick. What are you doing, EJ?
Putting scrubs on the car because it's raining, so these have more grip because the ones Paul used yesterday are toasted.
Why do we use scrubs in the rain?
Because shoot, I don't know how to explain it. It's already like worn in. They don't have the grease on the outside. Can't really get that off when it's wet.
Yeah, it's like super wet today. And the track people are kind of like telling us that they might actually cancel the event and do it tomorrow because of all this rain. And tomorrow's going to be actually perfectly dry. So I think today might just be like some rain practice, I guess, if you want to call it that.
Anybody that's parked right over here,
We're getting yelled at.
food truck.
Here at Klutch Kickers, I picked number 10, so I'm going against Hunter.
Yep.
Should be fun.
Red and black S14 was pitted next to us.
Yep. Yeah, we already got a bunch of laps together, so it should be good.
So Paul left, and right before he was leaving, he said, "Hey, go on track and drive my car." And I said, "But I didn't pay." And he goes, "Just put on my suit and everything and act like you're me. They won't know." So I put on his suit and everything and went out there. And well, I tried to go out there because we saw 2 other guys out there, and they were yelling at me the track was cold, but they thought I was Paul, which is funny. Paul, why are you spraying your car down?
Because I suck and went off track.
Hey, why do you think he went off track?
He doesn't know how to keep a turbo car and boost, so he tries to like pedal it when he thinks he doesn't have grip, and then it just bogs, and then he does something stupid. That's pretty much it.
Oh, why can't you keep your car in boost?
Because you fucks made it too loose in the rear.
That makes 0 sense. You're stupid.
That's because you're used to having your rear end loose.